Joe, I'm sorry, but comparing Johan Santana to the greatest pitcher of all time, it's a bit of a stretch. I can't deny some of the similarities, and they both lasted just about the same amount of time, both 12 years, both cut short because of injury. But here's why Koufax is in the Hall of Fame and Santana isn't. It's the ability to go deep into games. And I don't mean 7 innings, because Santana was able to do that. I'm talking about 8, 9, complete game, maybe even an extra inning. Now, Santana had 15 complete games. The other guy you mentioned, Chris Carpenter, 33 complete games, 15 of them shutouts. Sandy Koufax had 137 complete games. And of those, 40 of them were shutouts. And that isn't even counting all the playoff appearances. There were several more complete games, a couple of shutouts in Koufax's postseason career. That is the difference.
Sandy into his windup. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed a perfect game.
Now, it's February now, and I'm not going to go into football. You know how bad my picks are. So I'm going to go into the Olympics. I'm not going to get into the politics of why the Olympics are in South and North Korea. You can tune into many a political commentator for that. Sean Hannity, Rachel Maddow, Lester Holt. On second thought, not the last one. So what I'm going to talk about is the expense of the Olympics. I'm talking about just the anxiety and the preparation and everything that goes into putting a bid to host the Olympics. For example, in 2022, the next Winter Olympics, everyone thought Norway, Oslo, was going to be the host site of the Winter Olympics. It makes sense. Norway is a snowy country. The only 2 other countries were Beijing, which doesn't have snow, and Kazakhstan, which borders Iran and Pakistan and has all these security concerns. So then, why is the 2022 Olympics going to be in snowless Beijing? Now, I did a paper my sophomore year of college about the Olympics and what goes into an Olympic bid. We were doing a hypothetical bid situation for South Africa, which at the time had just pulled out of the running for the 2024 Summer Olympics. And what I found is that the International Olympics Committee puts on a lot of pressure to host country. Getting back to Oslo, the IOC wanted to have a private audience with the Norwegian royalty. They wanted to have schools closed for the duration of the Olympic Games. They were listing all these different brands of food, of drink, special parties that they wanted to have just to even be considered for a host site. Combine that with the fact that every Olympic venue site in the last 20 years has lost money save for 2. Is it a wonder why Oslo backed out? So then, if it makes a loss, and there are all these demands that the IOC puts on the host country and city, who's left to host the Olympics? China, Russia, Kazakhstan, North Korea. All these authoritarian or communist or dictatorships that stand to gain massive publicity for hosting the Olympics. Now, that's not to say that other cities and countries aren't going to be considered. Far from it. We have in the next 3 Summer Olympic cycles, we have Tokyo, we have Los Angeles, we have Paris. And over the next few weeks, except for next week because I want to talk about Super Bowl commercials, during the Olympics, I'm going to talk about a hypothetical bid for New York to host a future Olympics game. So I hope you look forward to that, Joe, and until next time, see you then.